Now can you hear me? What's up, guys? Anyhow, I am going to try my best to go through this. And the reason why I'm doing this isn't to anything other than apparently the creator, higher power, God, wants me to reach somebody, right? There's always a reason for something. It should be Sunday, and I should have went to church. But the fact is that I don't feel comfortable leaving my vehicle anywhere in Madras or around Madras because why? They got off with my titles and everything else. Andrew, I've been trying to slow it down, bro. For real. For real. And the thing is, this things got mixed up real quick. You guys have to keep in mind that getting dumped by Gina or whatever, getting beat up by the cops, my son being arrested for murder, to where I have to be forced into a situation where I'm on high alert with my PTSD and my protective mechanisms. While dealing with all those issues, I know how to contain my symptoms, I know how to contain my PTSD, and I know how to break it down. I've been doing that the best that I can. I just can't do it all on Facebook or on YouTube. The bothersome thing to me is to realize that to be set up, straight up set up, where they light a firework and the cops don't seem to help at all, other than understanding that they have to do something for whatever reason because of shots fired call. I've been on shots fired call and I never had to do that before. To see that they don't care who lit a illegal firework, even though I told them what the person looked like or whatever, and even having the evidence on fucking film myself of Gina's little brother having a firework in hand getting in his mom's vehicle. I don't need to cover their stories, and I'm not looking to cover their stories. Because of that, I have to stay around because why? Going home, you guys, getting my vehicle fixed, doing everything that's done, and what seems to be is it seems that the system's helping the system for whatever fucking reason it is. That's sad, honest truth. And I don't know how to take it when the officer that if it has violated your rights, doesn't give a fuck about like procedures or even rights of people. It tells me that he's going to meet me every time he sees me again. How does one take that? Being in the area, I don't want to be in the area, but I have to be in the area. Now, where I'm going to get at with this is that helping ones with their symptoms and any symptoms whatsoever that they experience mental health is probably the best result you will ever get to helping somebody. So let me say it again. The cops, the mental health, even myself, my fucking own counselor, even the business of Best Care, even down to dealing with the cops again. Keep in mind, I still haven't got my phone back because the sergeant hasn't made it back. That sergeant's made it back. I seen her just yesterday in her own personal vehicle saved. Well, I don't know if it's hers or not, but whatever. But they're keeping my phone for a reason. They've gone through my phone without a search warrant, without all that stuff. They haven't. To know that's the second time they violated your rights just in this area. to help somebody go get their meds, if you're so fucking concerned about them, would probably be the best way to help them. Instead of listening to this person on whatever social media platform that they want to listen to, or they want to whatever, and take that little bit out of. Instead of taking so much time and energy to fucking follow somebody around, why would not just make contact knowing that that person has those symptoms, and then sometimes the things that you guys do makes it worse. Not you guys, but whoever it is that's doing it. Because the way that I have to take that is that, bottom line period, they have not completed their mission of whatever it fucking may be. And I realized that for whatever reason, you know, I don't mean to use the word mission or whatever, fucking, because people are taking this to the extreme and fucking, yeah, trying their best to whatever. But just like I asked my therapist, it was like, if I ended therapy that way, being able to notice stuff that's not supposed to be noticed and yada yada. And if I'm starting therapy this time, this way, what the fuck is to come? Because I don't got it in me, and I don't want any therapy if that's how it is. Because you know what? I have the skills to be able to, and I don't need no fucking more intensity, little fucking pressure shit to be able to just cook in a fucking little boiling pot. No. I want to live my fucking life, and I want to be fucking relaxed. I want to be able to smoke my fucking weed in my house, watch the sunset. I want to be able to get hit in the face with fucking sand. I mean, I don't know what to fucking say besides the fact that I should shut up and eat a donut now and let you guys talk shit to me. So that's what I'm going to do. So, let's get a fucking donut out, and you guys can talk some shit to me. But, I realized that Gina's not a friend. If she was a friend, she wouldn't be involved with knowing or even participating in that type of activity of trying to fuck with my head, just to try to fuck with my head. Gina also has refused to go get my shit from that guy, Butch. Fuck it, I'll say his name. He was going to pay somebody to get my truck. So, only person who really wants a truck would be somebody that has a title. Well, either way, donut's a little dry. Lace is fucking blind now, guys. She's like that far in front of his face. Because why? Well, just to make sure it wasn't a delusion or whatever, right? Because everybody needs that, right? I decided to call my mom. I asked her, Mom, since when has Lace been running into things like walls and shit, not being able to see? Well, it was about 3 days before I brought him back to you. Okay, that's all I need to know. If her environment can do that to a dog within such a short amount of time, how come she ain't fucking blind yet? Oh, because we're human, right? But yet again, and even Gina knows this, when Mom got pulled over, what I said to you guys. So then you have your, let's just say, safe to say, not paranoid or whatever, when you get calls from that old therapy office in Hermiston, Oregon, for some reason, for your safety, and you get them out there calling and making welfare reports and doing all the other stuff. No, guys, people aren't fucking trying to follow me or worried about fucking, And then you have your ex with her mom It obviously has more power in this area than what I'm supposed to know. He didn't have balls to pop that clutch, did he? He had rev it, but he didn't pop it. Let that bitch pick up a little bit. It'll start your morning. I fucking slept really, really good last night. I'm actually like parked underneath a tree by a gas station kind of type thing. And I am like, look at my finger. I don't know what the fuck that's just from like hitting the concrete or whatever, like with my hands out of anxiety when they cuffed me and pulled out AR-15 telling me to get to the ground because of a scene that they wanted to create. But yeah, let's go ahead and bring an AR-15 out to the guy just to see how he fucking reacts to that one. Because we already know that he don't got a fucking firearm. Like, that shit don't make no sense at all. At all. I know, but we still gotta make sure. If you know, then what do you have to make sure for? Like, what the fuck? What? DIA equals by way of thought, gnosis, knowledge. Yeah, but then there's that too, Andrew. But see, the thing about YouTube is that was when I had my heat stroke. Somebody called me in and was overdosing. So, of course, it wasn't a fucking overdose, it was the fucking heat stroke. And you're right about that. You're straight up right about that, Andrew. For real, good looking out, because you know what? If I wasn't aware of that, that would be a good thing to know, because knowing that there's people out here on YouTube that just intentionally try to fuck with you and make your life affected by them, so that way they have control of it. But you know what I've noticed is that I do this a lot. Okay, I've also noticed that it gets so bad that it has like this type of shit, right? Fucking blisters and shit. That ain't from fucking tweaking. That ain't from doing, no. What's that from? It's like a fidget tick fucking thing now. And I don't know if it has to do with my meds or not, but you know what? Do I have a fucking doctor to talk to about my meds? No. Because these people already have a fucking plan to change my meds or whatever once we end up getting so much started into process. My question would be is why in the fuck is things different this time than it was when I wasn't, yeah. And they're like, oh no, we can transfer your probation to any other state. Like, what the fuck? Like, it's beautiful that, or that fucking, is Oregon's that beautiful that you gotta earn a privilege to fucking live here? Yeah, that privilege is paying taxes and having a residency, right? I don't know. I jumped on here because I wanted to go to church. Didn't want to go in church. And you're fucking right on about that too, Andrew. I'm stressed the fuck out. Today don't seem that bad though, in regards to like trying to get back onto a fucking. But there's no routine here. What is my routine? I'm trying to make a routine out of something that I don't want to make a routine, which is living out of my fucking truck. I want to fucking make a routine out of my fucking life. Of what I fucking. Literally came back from mom's. Dealing with all the bullshit from mom's. Keep in mind, for some reason, a tiara glass that I fucking whopped her upside the head with was right there on the kitchen sink. Did I have the opportunity? Gina was the only one that knew that shit because we were together so fucking long. But it ain't her responsibility and it ain't her fucking burden either to fucking try to help. Period. When she walked away, I guess. And that's what I gotta realize. There ain't no friendship, there ain't no nothing. And to get home after that and dealing with the whole fucking cops in fucking Arlington and everything, after getting home, not even over 24 hours later, I get the call about my son from the fucking state police department. Okay, within fucking 2 days of that, I had a visit set up with my son. And then come back, only to fucking be into a situation that I had no idea what the fuck was going on. And started thinking that, like, Gina was fucking, and it wasn't making sense. So then you go to jail, get out, everything's smooth up until what? Up until you get fucking hit up from fucking a circle of fucking recruiters or whatever the fuck you want to call it. I don't know what the fuck they're, yeah. To remind you of your son. You know what I'm saying? Of like fucking, then that starts the fucking spiral. Because why, yeah. Am I worried today about some deadline not fucking being made? Fuck no. Am I worried about not getting somewhere and do it? No, I'm not. I'm not. Because why? Because it is what it is, man. I'm not going to let it affect me to the point to where, no. And then, bottom line, even if I looked at the logic like they're not going to make me push the button and PCO, the fact is that they made me do something to begin with that controlled me. And that was to lay the idea that they had some kind of control over me to begin with and make me fucking try to do a mop-up job. No. Even if it is or isn't a mop, I don't give a fuck at this point. I really don't. And it ain't my spot, nor am I going to take that spot to try to be some type of fucking fish that connects to a fucking wall and just sit there. You know what I'm saying? It ain't going to happen. So I need to go on with my life. I need to quit stressing out about that. And I also need to realize that, you know, being in this area ain't going to help. But tomorrow, I'm going to find out, like, what the fuck. So, yeah. Last night, I got fucking cold in the truck, too. Yes, it did. I have no fucking blankets because they took all my blankets. They took, you know, and Gina, nothing. Get Gina at your mind, tag. Because you know why? She ain't your friend. That's what my head was just telling me right now. Yeah, because my head talks to me, right? Fucking verbally. I hear it just like that. Fucking, no, I don't. What up, Laura? Small? You're true, stuck in paradise. You're right. You're right. If that's what you want to hear today, you're right. But that's not how it went. And either way, happiness is to come, one way or another. Because happiness is just the figment of the imagination, right? Or is happiness a secondary emotion? Just like how they say anger is a secondary emotion. Is love a secondary emotion? So what the fuck do you truly feel? It should be nothing, right? Because then once you feel something, that's a secondary emotion. I don't... It's not Andrew's fault either. Blame everything on Andrew then. Is that what today's going to turn? Fuck Andrew. Better go live because you know why? It's looking like today's everything's your fault. I'm not happy because of Andrew. What the fuck? I got dumped because of Andrew. You know, that dream still comes across my mind. Yeah, that I had of you, Andrew, that was really weird. A really weird dream. It was a trip. And that's what Andrew told me, and Andrew would still tell me that today. Because you know why? Your wife is supposed to be your wife. Their husband is supposed to be their husband. When you make that commitment, you do it together. And Andrew knew how nervous I was before even any of that, and how I didn't legally get married, but yet at the same time it was a commitment that meant something, and it is what it is. I was like, and you should take it as that. And I guess I justified not doing the real marriage just because of the fact that I was worried about the marriage thing of exactly what happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, and then boom, fuck, it was like what? Not even a year after fucking doing it yet again, like a little over a year. Yeah. Say, right, and that's loyalty, Andrew. That's loyalty for real. But and what happened with me? I got to jail. She didn't stand by me. Yeah, she went and checked on my mom or whatever. Only needed to fucking call the hospital on my mom. But then didn't pay no bills, blew all the fucking money and everything. So she didn't stand by me. She didn't stand by us. Yeah, Sam always tries to be the life coach on whatever profile he's running that day. But when you have the real Sam showing his face and doing shit, that life coach is a fucking far out there. He will show you ways to, yeah. And that is life's wisdom from Andrew right there. Just move the fuck on. Without the F word. You need to get out of an address. What do you mean by that? You need to get out of Madras? Yet again, I know that. But you know what? Like, I have to make a point of this. It ain't fucking cheap to drive from here to fucking Christmas Valley. It's not. Gas ain't cheap, period. Gas ain't cheap to just be driving around every fucking day just to try to fucking feel safe because, yeah. So I'm in a spot where I fucking feel like chilling. And anything in my day that goes on with fucking somebody popping in or whatever, if I feel like leaving, I can leave. Just like I've been doing. Lace is right outside the truck. You're telling me that you have to take a fucking test to get married? Is that what you're trying to say? That that's what we need? Is like a fucking compatibility marriage certificate? Are you fucking serious? That would be way too far. I don't go to my place in Christmas Valley because, well, shots fired made me have to stay in the area until Monday to be able to fucking make sure that I'm okay or whatever, apparently. I don't fucking know. Good morning, Stony Crow. Good to see you. Water sounds good today. I don't want to drive. I'm trying to make sure that I have enough gas that if on Monday I can go home, that I'm at least fucking stuck there trying to do whatever to get me. Yeah. And it sucks because you guys look at the full aspect of it. I go to my mother's, I catch that on video, that starts it, right? Makes me think, on top of the fucking the trauma that I'm going through with my mom's. Then turn around, fast forward to where, oh, your mom's making welfare checks about you, your mom's fucking doing this, to where, yeah. You're right, stuck in paradise. It is right. Lunch break. Hope you have a good day at work, Caitlin. Hope you're doing good. What's up, Austin? You know, every time when I look down at Austin, I see your name and it says the eyeballs. And just that, like, it lets me know you're in the room and shit. So I hope you're having a good day, too. Andrew, the thing is that this time, I don't know how to say it. I will overcome this. And I think God still has a fucking action plan or something for me, because what else do I need? You know what I'm saying? Like, what else do I need to, I don't know how to say it. I need a pipe, I know that. I know the waking up, looking at my hands all fucking dirty, like that shit is fucking fucked, man. I don't know what the fuck. If I cut it open, it fucking starts oozing. It's so tender. You know, fucking swollen head is gonna do it. So Tyke got a boo-boo. I need Stoney to come wrap it up with a Band-Aid. Stoney, bring me the AAA antibiotic. Yeah, I have a half a tank now. If I use it, I just wanted to go home. But I have fucking, yeah. I would love to take that advice. Does anybody want to call some professionals and tell them that? Fuck! Because obviously they think that I should rather be in my fucking truck, because I fear for my life and be in an area where the threat fucking seems to be the realest. Let's just fucking put them through a test for a whole fucking weekend. You know what I'm saying? Like, fucking, and it's not even really my life, I don't know. It's just a weird, twisted objective, because somebody has a title to my truck that they want to finish still in my truck because they're too broke to fucking figure out how to fix the fucking ignition that they already busted out? Or is it the fact that they just want to do it again because they just got that power, right? Because they're fucking, and even if I said it or what I fucking thought, it still would do nothing but just make people think that I'm fucking crazy. But there's no reason why an agency, as law enforcement, should openly be able to admit that they fucking set you up on recording. And I would like anybody to get that fucking recording of what happened. For real. If you guys did a lawsuit out of it or whatever, fucking throw me in. I'll give yeah, whatever, I don't care. But I'm telling you right now, they admit it. They acknowledge it. They do nothing about it, and then still violate your rights for whatever fucking reason. Why is it that Gina's fucking, and either way, as long as I don't let her around my day, into my day, it ain't gonna affect me, right? It's easier said than done when you're in the same fucking area and you still think that you can be a friend with somebody that you thought was your friend and you thought was your life, your wife, and thought that, you know, you guys were gonna be together for life, like, and to realize that it's come to the point where there isn't even a fucking friendship. That's when you realize it. Move the fuck on, right? And just fucking don't let it affect you. A part-time job, yeah, that'd be good. That would be good. If I had a job offer in Pendleton, but I don't want to move to Pendleton either. Because today I just fucking read on Pendleton they had a fucking shooting at a community building yesterday with people in it, and then high-speed chase out of 395. It sounds like somebody was jealous there, and like, you don't have to have fucking money or anything to give good advice. That shit comes free. The respect is earned by giving the person the respect back, but you don't get none of that shit for free. None of it. It can be given free, but it ain't getting for free. Because you always have to pay something for, like, yeah. Orange cream popsicle. Yeah, I just want to go back to bed. Doing good, donkey. Doing good, donkey. Tired. I'm beat, exhausted, and don't want to stress, so jumped on here because I wanted to go to church, but I didn't see my vehicle sitting out in church alone, so I didn't go to church, so I thought I'd jump on here. So that being said, I appreciate everybody being in here. I hope everybody has a good Sunday. And to give that advice, man, that just because somebody admits that they have a fucking mental health issue, don't fucking question what they say they have, or don't question where they're at in regards to what your opinion or your belief is. If anything, just fucking listen to them and give them feedback. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, for example, like what Andrew's doing. He's keeping it real. He's like in the past, and he's going back in the past, and he's not saying that he's going. And all of that Andrew's ever done is give advice. If anybody remembers Andrew at the beginning, a lot of people thought that Andrew was like some undercover fucking account or whatever because he was so damn nice that nobody understood that, because that's hard to find on fucking YouTube. It really is. Finding real ones on YouTube is hard to find. So from a real one, I'm just going to say this, that don't question somebody's fucking cry for help. Don't double think just because somebody's asking for help or venting to you about an issue that it's just some fabricated fucking delusion, or that it's not an issue that needs to be addressed. It is an issue that needs to be addressed. It's not a delusion. Give them advice. Tell them that you care. Tell them that you're listening. You know, even if you have to fucking repeat something back to them that you heard or whatever, or to clarify something, ask them. Don't just stand there with deer in headlights and watch a cop murder somebody. Get up and fucking stop it yourself. Don't be a pussy. If all else fails, you're too scared to do that because of your charges, you've never been to jail before, whatever it may be, grab a fucking camera. Don't let that be your first instinct. But if you need to, grab a fucking camera and start recording, because you know why? There's somebody else out there that needs that angle to see exactly what happened. There was a guy at fucking Budget Inn that was recording the whole time. Did they take his camera for evidence? Fuck no, they didn't. But they did mine. Because I was charged with it, right? But yet, what's reasonable? The opinion or the meaning of reasonable means what? Illegally. And you have, like, yeah, it's not. Reasonable noise is not disorderly conduct. It gets fucking dismissed all the time. Disorderly conduct is the most bunk fucking charge in the state of Oregon that has ever been made. Yawned in my back pocket. Yeah, so maybe ask them if they want to hang out. Maybe ask them if they want to go fishing. Ask them if they want to fucking, you know, or listen, I don't fucking know. Being alone in times that I was been in, I can see now how people can lose it, because then you start questioning your fucking reality so much that you're going to believe whatever it is that's fucking a thought or a idea. You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, with that being said, guys, I hope everybody has a blessed day, a loved day. Love somebody else today. If you don't love yourself, go be around somebody so somebody can love you, to let you know what love is. Because you know what? You're wanted, you're needed, you're valuable, you're fucking precious. You know what I'm saying? That everybody has their reason to be here. Whether that reason truly hasn't come yet, it will. And if you think you've already had your blessing, or you already have your reason of being here, there's more to come. So there's a guy that I watched, and it was the road to the rest stop. And he usually does his little phrases like that right there. And when you're in that dark spot or whatever, just hearing something positive that may connect to you in a way that others may not see, or even if videos are made and it makes you feel or think something because you're watching it a year, 2 years down the road, and you feel that inner thing just come upon you like, oh, whoa, that video is for me. You're right, that video was for you, and it was for you to hear, but it doesn't mean that there was some psychological issue with you nor the person doing it that makes you think or question that you needed to hear that. So prayers for everybody, blessings for everybody. And I'm going to jump off here. Peace. See you later, Stoney.